Alright, hello everybody, and welcome to the Switch 2 unboxing video, my friends. It is here, the Nintendo Switch 2. My friend and I, okay, we waited outside of Best Buy for 17 hours. 17 hours, we got there at 7 a.m., and we left there at 12 a.m. the next day. We were first in line. I had my pre-order, he did not. I technically didn't have to wait in line, but I wanted to be a good friend for him, and we had a great time. We had a fun day. It was very adventurous in a lot of ways, but it is a day that I will never forget for a lot of reasons. I even got on the news. So, the local news. If you guys want to see that, I will maybe post the link somewhere. I don't know. It was cool. I don't know. But it was definitely a day I'll never forget. And today we are going to be unboxing this beautiful, beautiful Nintendo Switch 2. I love the Switch, man. I love Nintendo. I remember getting my Switch back in 2017, isn't that when it came out? I don't remember. I was like 13 or something, 14. It's been so long, man. I don't even remember, but I still have my original Switch. Never got a new one. You know, that thing is, it's going to be forever in my heart. I'm still going to use it a bunch, but, you know, we've come a long way. I've grown with that Switch. So, you know, this is a big moment. This is a big day, and I'm very happy to be able to unbox the new one on the channel. I'm rocking the Mario Kart shirt, blue shell, for the, of course, Mario Kart Tour, which is the bundle that I got with the Nintendo Switch 2. So without further ado, guys, are you guys excited for the Switch 2? Please let me know down in the comments. How could you not be? I mean, it's the Switch 2. Literally, this is huge. So, I also got a couple accessories. We'll go through that afterwards. But first, time to grab the box cutter. And it is time to unveil this beautiful, beautiful Nintendo Switch 2. So it looks like you open it from the bottom, which is kind of interesting. The flap is on the bottom, which I don't really know why they did that. I mean, I guess maybe so like it can't be opened easily, like by people who aren't supposed to have it. But other than that, I don't really know. So yeah, so we're opening that, and then this is going to slide out like that. And then open the back side, and ooh, it kind of like unfolds. And then you got the stuff inside. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool right there. Oh, wow. Look at this. Look at this screen. I mean, you guys aren't really going to be able to tell, you know, just by the video, but this screen is way bigger. Way bigger than the other one. Way bigger. It's in a little plastic wrap, so I'm gonna leave it in there for now until I get to the other stuff. So as you guys can see now, it's like a little flap. I'm gonna lift that up in a second, but first we got these new Joy-Cons. These I'm gonna have to take out of the wrap because I gotta feel them. You know what I mean? These things look cool and they feel cool, but I haven't even touched them yet. These I don't even really have to open. They just kind of like slide right out of the packaging like that. Wow, this feels good. I'm not even like exaggerating for the sake of the video. These feel really nice. Like the Nintendo Switch Joy-Cons were garbage. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, the whole premise is cool, the idea was cool, but they were not executed well. The buttons were too small, and these buttons were way too small, and these buttons feel amazing. This feels so natural. Like, this is not sponsored by Nintendo. I'm giving you my raw reaction here. I'm not just trying to hype it up for the sake of the video. Like, these feel great. Like, this feels exactly how these should have been configured 7 years ago, or however long it was. This feels exactly like it should. It really does, and I feel like that's what they should have gone for, and what they, you know, imagined when they thought of the Switch originally, back then. And it's finally come to fruition. The buttons feel crisp. It's clean. It's like a nice matte finish. It's really nice. Really nice. Alright, so now we're going to lift this little flap up that I showed you guys earlier. And it pulls out. So, alright, so I pulled this out. It looks like it has some instructions in here. We'll briefly see if there's anything in here of worthwhile. Okay, so you got your HDMI cable. Got your HDMI cable. Obviously very important. And then the download for the Mario Kart World. I got to scratch that off. You guys can't see that. I will see that. And then all the safety stuff. So, yes, this is important, guys. I am going to have to read all of this stuff off if you guys will just listen in for just a few minutes. System setup. The Nintendo Switch 2 has been designed for I'm kidding. Throw that away. If you don't know how to use a Switch, what are you doing? It's no different than the other one. It's just cooler. Get that garbage out of here, man. We ain't got no time for that. You know what I'm saying? All right. We got the Joy-Con string things, which I never bought Joy-Cons after the. I bought one pair of Joy-Cons after the original that came with my Switch because they started drifting, and then those ones started drifting. I was like, you know what? I'm not buying Joy-Cons anymore because they just start drifting. So then I just rocked with the Pro controller after that. So I never actually had these strings because those Joy-Cons never came with them. So these are the first time having them. Will I use them? Probably not. Good to have, cool to have, whatever. All right, and then next we got the rest of the box. I'm assuming there's a dock in there. I hope there is, or else we're in trouble, aren't we? All right, we got this thing. I think this is the Joy-Con grip. And it is. It is the Joy-Con grip. So let's take a look at that nice. My lighting is terrible, but Nintendo Switch 2 logo on it if we can get a good view. There we go. That's a little better. Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Con drift. And look, it's very colored. Color-coded. Yeah. So you can see which Joy-Cons go into which, if you couldn't tell already. So these are supposed to be magnetic. This is the time that we're going to try this out here, okay? So I don't know how they work. They just kind of like lock in. They do! It just locks in. Okay, let's do it again with this one. Wow. Okay, that is cool. And now I got my little like setup here if I wanted to use this. I used to use this when I first got the Switch. And then I stopped using it, and I was just fine using the Joy-Cons. So it'll be interesting to see. I kind of like how this feels. It fills my hands nicely. It doesn't feel like there's a lot of, like, areas where I have to reach for things. It does a little bit when it comes to, I'd say, maybe the plus button and then the buttons on the sides up here. The triggers. Not the triggers, the ones above the triggers. But overall, this feels nice. So, this is a good option for if you don't have a Pro controller or, if you just feel like this is more comfortable for you. This is comfortable. I could definitely see myself using this if I didn't have a Pro controller. So now comes the question, how do you actually undo them? I think these little buttons on the side here, I think you got to hold. Yep, you hold that. Oh, and then you just rip it out, just like that. Beautiful. You do it again, just rip it right out. Perfect. It feels really nice too. It feels like a gradual disconnect. It doesn't feel like, oh, it's gonna fall on your hands. It's like it's still the connection's still there, so it's sort of just like a nice gentle pull away. It's nice. I like that. And then what do we got here? Is this a block? I believe it is. The block that I'm assuming you're gonna have to plug in the dock with, and then here's the cord that goes with that. Quickly take that out of the bag. So you give this a little unravel, attach it to this thing, and then you get to plug it in to the Nintendo Switch 2 dock. Again, the lighting is not good, but there you go. That's better. So this is interesting. So this is more circular. I mean, not circular, but it has like rounded edges compared to the original dock, which I have sitting in the other room. But it's a lot bigger, which makes sense because the screen is a lot bigger. I'm going to take the screen out of the little package wrap here. I'm going to be very careful because I didn't buy a screen protector unless it comes with one, but I don't see one unless I am mistaken. Doesn't come with a screen protector as far as I know. I could be stupid and not see it, but I don't think it does. We're going to slide this out. Look at this screen, man. This is so cool. Oh, look, it's me. It's so good it reflects right back at you. Didn't expect that. All right, and now we're going to take this dock. We're going to slide it right in. Yeah, I mean, that feels snug. That feels snug. That was a little interesting. It didn't really feel that locked in at first, but this looks to be exactly how it goes in. So that's nice. It's nice and big. Like I said, it's going to take up more room on your TV stand or, wherever you have it. But, bigger is better a lot of the times in life. So let's take a look at this top part. So you see this is really bad. My camera is not the best. I'm going to have to upgrade at some point. But you have the power button right there. You have the volumes right here. So pretty good for handheld mode, I'd say. But we're going to test the Joy-Cons out on them in a second. And then you have the speaker right up there, the little charging port right over there. Place the plug-in headphones right there. I wonder if this Switch will actually allow you to use Bluetooth headphones, because the other one did not, as far as I know. So that'll be interesting. And then the little where you put the games goes right in here. Let's test that out. How do you open that? There you go. It pulls right out. Oh wow. Okay, so it's like a little like thing that pulls out. It stays attached, unlike the other one, which if you weren't careful, you'd break that thing pretty easily. And then so it's like that, and then you can just push it right back down. That's great. That's wonderful. Wonderful, even, I would say. Joy-Cons. Just going to magnetically click in. Perfect. Didn't do anything. It just magnetically did it themselves. Then you got this one. Same thing. This is huge! Oh my goodness! Yo, this is ridiculously huge. This is actually crazy. This is insane for handheld. If you guys don't have one, you guys don't know what I'm talking about. You probably can't tell. You know, it probably just looks like a regular Switch from the video. But I'm telling you, I'm looking at this thing right now. This is a big console for handheld. This is the biggest handheld console I've ever seen, besides maybe like the Wii U gamepad. I would like to compare it, to be honest. This might be bigger. I really don't know. This is crazy. I will say that it feels a little awkward in terms of just because of how big it is, but maybe that's just because I'm not used to it. Maybe it's because I'm so used to the smaller handheld, but it does feel like your hands are sort of in a weird stretched out position, and it is a little like awkward to get to some of the buttons over here. But I think that will go away in time once you're used to it. I think that will go away in time as we adjust, as we adjust. So let's grab our little magnetic thing. We're going to pull it right out. Easy. And then we're going to do it again with this one. Easy. We have other things to unbox. I also picked up an extra set of Joy-Cons. I don't need to open them. They're the same thing as what we just showed. But these are going to be handy because we don't know if there's going to be Joy-Con drift. And these things are so cool anyway. I wanted a second pair because if, I'm with friends and we're playing a game that, like Switch Sports, for example, that you can't use a Pro Controller on, or, if more games like that come out in the future, you're going to want a second pair of these. There's a lot of reasons why you're going to want a second pair of these. So, it's good to have one, just in case. Then we got this, Pro Controller. This I will be opening now, because I'm a huge fan of the Pro Controller. The Switch Pro Controller was just a thing of beauty. And I've heard rumors that this is better. I don't know how it's possible, but we're about to see if that's possible. This is pretty exciting, because the controller, man, that's a huge part of, your experience. So we're going to use a box cutter. We're just going to cut this top part right over here. We're going to pop it open. Then you got the slide out. You got your cable. That's to charge it, obviously. Obviously, your charging cable for the Pro Controller. And here we go, guys. The Pro Controller for Nintendo Switch 2. Wow. I haven't even, held it in position yet. This looks clean. It's white and black, not just straight black like the other one was. And it's a matte finish, just like the console is. Let's hold it. Oh my goodness. Dude, that's like heaven. That's literally like heaven. This feels so good. I know I know my reactions seem really exaggerated right now, and I'm just acting, but this actually feels really good. This feels amazing. The buttons feel crisp. Oh, the matte makes it so cool too. It feels really good in the hand. I can't explain it to you guys, without you guys holding it, but it feels natural. I really didn't think I could like a controller better than I like the Switch 1 Pro Controller. This thing tops it. It really does. And it's, of course, got the patented C button right there. Which, the online thing, it's new, and it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. Got the sync button up there where you plug it in. Rest of the buttons are pretty much the same, but they feel good to press. They feel good to press. It feels natural. This feels really nice in your hands, man. It feels really nice in your hands. And the last thing, well, not the last thing, actually. Micro SD card. Very important. Very important. You guys are going to want to get a lot of storage on your Switch 2, which, of course, does have 256 gigabytes of storage already on it. However, those games pile up fast. And yes, it is 8 times more than the original Switch. which is great. You know, if you don't want to buy one, you know, that's great for you because it is 8 times more than the original Switch. With that said, you're still going to want to get a lot of games, you know? You're still going to want a lot of games. Who doesn't want a lot of games? This is a good purchase to make. It's exclusive, you know, to a micro SD express card that has changed. It's not just a regular micro SD card. Nintendo wants to make a little money on the side, you know, all that has to be exclusive at micro SD express card. But this one has a nice little Mario on it and a patented, you know, red for Nintendo, whatever. This is a good thing to invest in if you want to have a lot of games on your Switch and you don't want to constantly be deleting or uninstalling games. So, good to have. And the last thing, guys, this one you may or may not know about, depending on where you picked up or pre-ordered your console from, or if you haven't yet. A Nintendo Switch 2 coin with the Best Buy logo on the back. This was exclusive for Best Buy pre-orders. I was able to get one because I pre-ordered it. My friend was not able to get one because he didn't pre-order it. He's sleeping okay at night, not having one. He's okay with it. I wanted this coin because I think it's cool. So let's open this thing real fast. And here we go. So it's actually in like a little glass case. It's already kind of framed. So I don't know if you could take this off or not. It doesn't seem like you can. Somehow someone would find a way. So you got the Nintendo Switch 2 on it. And then on the back, Best Buy 2025. Exclusive to Best Buy pre-orders, there was about, I'd say, 30 people in my pre-order line. There was about 150 in the non-pre-order line. So a lot of people did not get this coin. If you were lucky enough to get a pre-order in like I was, you walked home with a coin. Who knows how much this thing will be worth in the future? It's anyone's guess, but I'm hanging on to it. I ain't going to sell this thing unless it becomes really rare someday, but this will remind me of the very fond memories of that very fun day, which was yesterday. Very fun and eventful. So that's it, guys. That is it. I hope you enjoyed watching this unboxing. I will have a video up for Mario Kart World very soon as we react to that game. I am so excited for that game. What are your guys' thoughts on the Switch 2? Have you gotten it yet? Or are you waiting to get it? Did you try to get it but couldn't get it? Or has this video convinced you to get it? I don't, you know, tell me in the comments because I really want to know what you guys think about this. I haven't tried it yet, but all my initial impressions are great. The one thing I'm going to say is, and I could be missing it because, you know, I am kind of dumb on some things. I don't see a screen protector that comes with the Switch, and I did not see an option to purchase one, at least when they were giving the accessory options when I was in the Best Buy line. So if it doesn't come with a screen protector, that is a little weird to me. I feel like it should, or at least be more, you know, obvious about the marketing for that, or to buy one. I don't know. That's literally the only thing I could say. I mean, it feels good in your hands. It looks good. It's like I said, it feels a little awkward handheld, but I think that's just we're so used to the Switch, original Switch 1, that I think in time that is going to feel more natural. Other than that, you know, everything feels great. Everything looks great. The magnets are great. It's a Nintendo Switch upgrade. That's what it is. And I think it so far looks like they did just that. They have upgraded, and in a great way. So, guys, that's it. That's really it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like, consider subscribing, leave a comment down below, and let me know how excited you are for the Switch 2, and if you are getting one, and let's do this thing, man. This is the new generation of Nintendo. Let's get excited for this. This is going to be the next 8-10 years, however long. Lock in, guys, and let's be able to look back at this moment and remember how special it was in the future. This is Salad, signing out. I hope you have a good rest of your day, night, whatever it is for you, and peace. Bye-bye.